I need the scoop.
A romantic getaway turns into a nightmare when a couple breaks up at the airport before their flight even takes off. We're diving into a Reddit confession that proves sometimes the worst vacations lead to the most liberating experiences. Get ready for a story about ultimatums, tropical drama, and discovering that being single in paradise might be exactly what you need.
My girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend I guess, and I just arrived at our resort today, and we broke up at the airport before we even took off. The whole point of the trip was to get away so we could try to get our relationship happy again, without dealing with work stress. But she gave me yet another ultimatum and I called her bluff, so she broke up with me. She hasn't been in the hotel room, but I know she's going to want to get back together and I don't think I want to. But yeah, now we're stuck in a hotel room together for a week. So what do I do? How do I make this not awkward? I don't want to fight with her, but I don't think I want to get back together. And we live together, so we'll have to deal with that when we get home. Let me give you some context about what happened. She just gives ultimatums for everything that she wants, and I'm sick of it. This particular one was about how if I didn't ask someone to switch seats so we could sit together, we'd break up. It's always stupid petty stuff so she can get her way. She does it all the time. I got on the plane because I paid for it, so I wanted to come. The trip was supposed to be a last-ditch effort to fix things, but I just don't think she's worth it anymore. I called the hotel and they said I would have to get another room for myself. And I can't just switch or take her name off since she made the reservation, even though I paid for everything. She can afford it, I think. And of course, she already came crawling back. I was talking to someone I met and she interrupted to ask me to come with her. Then she asked me to apologise so we could move on. Yeah, I paid for the whole thing, but I probably won't cancel it. I'm not sure how much she could afford to pay for on her own.
Reddit users were fascinated by this vacation disaster, with many encouraging the original poster to embrace his newfound freedom and make the most of his tropical getaway. The couple remained stuck, sharing the same resort while navigating the awkward aftermath of their public breakup. 10 days later, the original poster would return with tales of unexpected friendships, wedding crashings, and a vacation that somehow transformed from disaster into liberation.
I just wanted to update on my terrible vacation. The first day was really bad. I stuck to the hotel room for most of it, and when I finally went out at night, she tried to start fights and get me to stop talking to people because she thought I was going to cheat on her. The front desk person found me another room that was a huge upgrade, so I moved there for the rest of the trip to avoid my girlfriend. I guess she didn't stay in the old room either, so I'm not sure who ended up paying for that, but I was expecting a huge bill for things she charged to the room. It was pretty awkward, but I did my best to have a good time. I met a ton of people and it was easy to make friends since everyone thought the situation was hilarious. My girlfriend never went too far away. She would approach me a couple of times every day to try and work things out so we could enjoy our vacation, and she kept an eye on me the whole time. When I wouldn't talk with her, she tried to start a fight, and a couple times she actually screamed at me for everyone to hear. After it finally became clear to her that I was moving on, she stopped bugging me and she flew out a couple days early. I ended up spending most of my time with a group that was there for a wedding and even attended the ceremony. I'd rated a 7 out of 10 vacation, all things considered. I feel a bit bad about how terrible her trip was. I did some things just to annoy her that probably weren't necessary. I was hoping that she would be mad enough to just move out of my house before I got home, but she's still living here with me, and now I'm living in my own basement just to avoid her. I did give her an eviction notice, but 1 month is far too long to be living with an ex. My dogs have been staying with my friends so I can make sure she doesn't try to take them or something, but her staying here is really messing everything up. To give some context about what led to this breakup, I don't think she actually wanted to break up. I called her ultimatum bluff and she's just stubborn enough to follow through, but she was begging me to get back together after, and I would just need to apologise to her to make it work. She'd given me ultimatums about everything. She told me to stop working out so much or we would break up, and it was only every other day for an hour or two. She said if I went to the beach wearing basketball shorts instead of a swimsuit we would break up because you can see my outline. It wasn't just ultimatums though. There was a lot wrong with our relationship. She definitely didn't want to actually break up because breaking up destroyed her plans for getting married and having babies, and that's all she wanted these days. The breaking up was never supposed to be permanent. She was just using it as a way to get complete control of the relationship. She wanted me to come crawling and begging on my hands and knees, telling her I would do anything to get her back. And by doing it on vacation, she figured I'd have no choice but to accept her power play. When I basically told her to forget it, she lost her mind and decided I wasn't going to enjoy my vacation if she wasn't. When that didn't work, she just bailed early. As for what I did to annoy her, since my girlfriend was following me around, One of the bridesmaids offered to pretend to go to my hotel room with me to make my girlfriend jealous, and I took her up on it. We ended up actually getting together and were purposely affectionate with each other for the rest of the vacation. It's my house, I own it, and her name isn't on it or anything. She has until mid-June to leave, but I'm hoping she will move out June 1st.
Sometimes the worst breakups happen at the best possible time, freeing us to discover who we really are when we're not walking on eggshells. The original poster eventually reclaimed his home and his peace of mind, proving that calling someone's bluff can be the most liberating decision you'll ever make. Share your thoughts on relationship ultimatums in the comments, and check out our other videos for more stories about finding freedom after toxic relationships.